Awesome. Excited to be here today. For those of you tuning in, don't know who I am, Tavia Sharp here, your go-to image coach, personal branding expert. I work with men, I work with business owners, consultants, and people who are the face of their brand. I help you craft a billion-dollar brand image so you can have killer confidence and crush it in your business and beyond. And I'm super excited today because I am talking with one of my favorite people, Tim Liu, who is my personal fitness coach and nutrition expert. Tim and I have been working together the last couple of months, helping me lose those COVID pounds. And we've been doing it all virtually, just like me. I've pivoted. I'm working virtually pretty much 100% with my clients. And so I hired Tim to help me lose some of that COVID weight. And I'm excited to have Tim on today because I want to have him share what he's up to, what he does, and what his area of expertise is. And then also have some exciting news to share at the end. So stay tuned for that. So Tim, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey Tavia, thanks for having me on. I am excited. So I'm an online fitness and nutrition coach. I help busy men and women lose fat, build muscle without having to slave away at the gym for hours on end, and also teach them sustainable eating habits so they can lose the weight and keep it off. So
Awesome.
That's my expertise. Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody knows, I was working out at home. I literally just started going back to the gym recently, which Tim knows because he's been creating workouts for me. And working out at home was a challenge, just to, literally just to stay active, be healthy, but then I wanted to lose some weight. So working with Tim has been super blessing in this whole COVID scenario. And I think what I hear the most from some of my clients is that they're looking to lose that extra 10 or 15 pounds, and the stubborn, 10, 15 pounds, even pre-COVID, right? That's often a thing that comes up for my clients who are men. And I just want to know from Tim, what are some myths, that you've seen that people think they need to do to lose that stubborn, 10, 15 pounds of weight? And what do you say to that?
Okay, so there are 3 myths that are really popular that keep circulating around. The first one is you need to do tons of cardio and not strength training in order to lose the fat. It's actually the complete opposite. If you want to get the body that you want, then you're going to have to do strength training. You can't just rely on cardio because that's not going to burn the calories, get your metabolism up, and give you the shape that you want. I think cardio should be a supplement, not the main thing that you're doing in order to get in shape. You want to be doing some sort of resistance strength training of some kind, whether it's, hitting the weights at a gym if your gym is open, or doing home workouts like you were for a little while, Tavia, with whatever equipment you have available, whether it's bands, some weights, etc. You want to be building muscle because that's what's going to help burn the fat, tone you up, tighten you up, and melt those pounds off. Mm-hmm. So that's probably the top myth. The second one is you need to cut out all carbs in order to lose fat, lose weight. So this one is tough because when people say, "Oh, I just cut my carbs and after a week I dropped like 7 pounds," even though you might have dropped 7 pounds on the scale, a lot of it's just water, because whenever we eat carbs, we store water, which isn't a bad thing, because having more water helps you with your gym performance. But the numbers on the scale doesn't tell the whole story. So when people go back to eating a little more carbs, they reintroduce it back into their diet, they're going to be like, "Oh my God, I regained all this weight." It's the carbs that is the issue. A lot of my clients have been losing fat, losing weight, while still being able to eat carbs. It's just a matter of planning the proper portion sizes, timing it in their day, and making sure that they're within their limit and staying consistent. So that's the second one. That's the big myth. And the third one, it's a big one. You need to do crunches, sit-ups, ab exercises in order to flatten and tone up your tummy and your stomach. Spot reducing, I hate to tell you this, isn't a thing. especially for the abs. Like it might help a little bit, but when you're doing your ab exercises, it's to strengthen your stomach and to build, muscle there. It's not going to slim it down. It's good to strengthen your core to protect your back and to have better workout performance and everything like that. But you shouldn't be doing abs for the sake of trying to get a flatter stomach. Your diet should be doing most of that. So those are top 3 myths that's been super popular that I have to dispel all the time.
Yes, I am guilty at least 2 out of 3 of those. Okay. At least,
All right.
Because I've told you about the cardio stuff, and definitely I've been guilty of like eliminating all carbohydrates. I've done that diet before and then I've gained it back. So I think all of us can relate to some of the things that you've talked about. And, these are just things that people put out there, and, they're like the quick fix or the tricks to lose weight fast. But I think like what I've learned from you is just, it's all about the slow and steady and building, your muscle. And sometimes the weight isn't super reflective of that. I know for me too, like I'm gaining more muscle. So I'm trying not to like be focused on that number dropping so fast, because it's really about toning my physique and looking more fit overall. So I've learned something, in this process as well. So why don't you tell people a little bit about how you work and how we've worked together and how you work with your other clients?
Okay, great. So the way I work virtually is we start off with an initial fitness assessment. We'll go over where your fitness levels are, what you can and can't do, any injuries that might pop up, what kind of equipment you have available, your form. So in that way, I can create a custom training program for you. I get you in my training platform, which you're on, Tavia, and everything's mapped out, exercises, videos, sets, reps, all that stuff. So then that's taken care of on the workout end. And then for the diet front, we do an initial diet assessment. We'll go over what your current eating habits are like, your portion sizes. So then I get a better idea of what your lifestyle is at the moment. And then we can create small, consistent habits that you can work on over the course of the time we work together, and things to improve, whether it's, cutting out your snacking, whether it's eating more protein, drinking more water, things like that. And then teaching you what a proper portion size is, because a lot of people don't know what they think, they don't know what they are. Sometimes I have clients who, when they work with me, they're like, yeah, I just do, a tablespoon of peanut butter. I'm like, what does a tablespoon of peanut butter look like for you? And I'm like, oh, I just do like a heaping scoop. Like, do you level off the spoon? They're like, no, I just eyeball it that way. I'm like, that's basically 2 serving sizes. So, until we track just exactly how much, food we're putting into our bodies, we really don't know. So it's a good way to give you some insight on why you might have a weight loss plateau and what you need changes on. And the last part is the accountability. So when we're working together, we do weekly check-ins. We make sure that you're consistent on top of your plan, and we work on what's working, what's not working, things we need to tweak. So my goal is to, hold your hand and walk you through the whole process and make sure we're getting closer to your goal every week. So the accountability is huge.
Huge. I mean, I'm sure of some of you also know that, losing weight, it's pretty simple. Like you eat well, you work out, and then it's supposed to work, right? But there's all these other, right? I mean, that's what, like, hello, but why can't people do it? Why? It's like, I mean, it is because there's just so much more than that. And also the accountability, having somebody that you can check in with, if I'm feeling like I'm coming up against something, or I'm feeling a little frustrated, like, what's happening, I know I can talk to Tim about it and we can fix it, and, I've been doing this through the holidays and in a pandemic. So if I can do it, this is for anybody, right? Anybody can do this. And so I'm excited because Tim is going to be a part of my program that I'm launching called the Profitable Image Formula. And you get access to Tim And his expertise, you get his accountability, his fitness plan, his nutrition plan in this new program. So I'm including it in the program because that's how valuable it is. I want people to have a comprehensive inside out up level of their image. And I want you to feel good, look good. And a part of that is getting your physique in a place that you feel you look and feel your best. I do think this is so important. And, you know, like I've talked to Tim about, like, working out for me is also a mental game. It strengthens you mentally. So also you're getting in physical shape, but you know, you get your head back in the game when you feel good about yourself and you have a regular workout routine. So I'm excited because, you know, this program will include it. So that's why I had Tim on here today. So that's the exciting news. So if anybody is interested in learning about this program, you can go to my website, styledsharp.com/coaching. And you can check out the program and see if it's the right fit for you. We can have a call. We can discuss it. Zero pressure. Let's just have a chat and see if it's the right fit for you. So
All
thanks,
right, I'm
Tim.
excited. Thanks for having me
Yes.
on.